malnutrition, and feed technology. First of all, let us thanks to Almighty God because He's always give bless and mercy for us, especially for attend this event for today. And it's becomes good for us to start initiate with praying first. So let's pray with our individual belief. Pray was begin. Amen. Thank you, everyone. So before we move to the next agenda, please let me to introduce again about myself. Maybe there's a whole participants only remember about my name. So my name is Peggy, and I'm currently studying in IPB University, take a major about NFT. And this is my pleasure again to take my position as Master of Ceremony in this event. So everyone know it's on Saturday and it's weekend for us. And as usually, we move to different subtopic for today. And let me to remember about last course when we discussed about drug and meat cattle. There's one participant has also interesting about poultry. So it's not as a wishes, but we will make it happen for now. We will discuss and we will learn about poultry management. So I will read one by one our agenda for today. There are opening and we intern our discourse divided with 3 sessions. Session 1, presentation time by speaker about feeding management of PELUNG chicken. Session 2, presentation time by speaker about feeding management of lovebird. And after the presentation time, we move to discussion and we final with closing remark. And especially for this day, after we final in this agenda, we will do the activity. I think it's a fun activity. It's a games for us. So be your challenge ready after this event. Because if you are the winner, you get a present for this committee. So before we move to the main session, please welcome our best moderator for today, Mrs. Dr. Renat Nurar Komalasari. It's time to yours to speak with us. Thank you.
I think there is some mistakes because today moderator is Rika Zahera. Please, Rika Zahera.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I apologize. Okay, so I'm so sorry. Please welcome Mrs. Rika Zahera. It's time to yours to speak with us.
Okay, thank you, Peggy. Good morning, everyone. And good morning to our lecturer today, Dr. Maria Ulfa and Dr. Rita Mutia. And good morning to all participants in all committee for this program. I think most of the participants have known me because I was a moderator yesterday, and it's my honor to be a moderator again today for the topic about the poultry feeding management. Okay, well, let me explain the rules during presentation and Q&A session. For the first, participants should turn off the audio when the lecturer delivers the presentation. And the second, participant could write down on the chat first or raise hand. Then I will invite you ask the question directly to the lecturer. Okay, we are moving on to the first lecturer. I would like to introduce our first lecturer. She is Dr. Maria Ulfa. She is a lecturer in Department of Animal Production and Technology, IPB University. She have a bachelor degree from Brawijaya University, master degree from University of Göttingen, German, and doctoral degree from IPB University. She will deliver presentation about the feeding management of PELUNG chicken. Welcome, Dr. Maria. Yeah, time is yours.
Thank you very much, Miss Sahara.
Rika.
Rika, okay. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank to the short course committee in the Department of Animal Feed and Technology, Faculty of Animal Science, IPB University, who gave me opportunity to share a bit experiences concerning to the production system of PELUNG chicken in Indonesia. So I am very glad to be part of this great short course. Of course, we have to thank God that during this pandemic COVID-19, the seriously difficult situation, I think, we have still opportunity to meet virtually to share knowledge and also experiences. Well, could you hear my voice?
Yes, clearly.
I have to share. Well, today I would like to speak about production system of PELUNG chicken in Indonesia. My presentation will be divided into 3 sections. First, I will give short introduction about PELUNG chicken, just to give you all an illustration about its origin and utilization. And the second session, I will explore the characteristic of PELUNG chicken, include of qualitative and quantitative traits. And in the last section, I will emphasize the production system of PELUNG chicken. However, due to the limitation of the time, I would like only concentrate on the field application. I mean that the production system in the fields that not so scientifically. Well, before I start my presentation, I also would like to introduce myself. Maybe one of you or more than one do not know about me. My name is Maria Ulfa. I come from Division of Poultry Production and Technology, Faculty of Animal Science, IPB University. And my majority is concerned of poultry science, mainly heritage poultry development and conservation, and then bioacoustic of birds and poultry, and also genetic of bird and poultry. This topic is mainly focused on the mapping of genetic population structure and also characterization of the poultry and also birds, especially to determine the breeds and also the subspecies or species. Well, in the first section, before coming to the PELUNG chicken origin and also some characteristic of the PELUNG chicken, I would like to emphasize here that what I will talk is about domesticated chicken that is completely different with the feral population and wild population. I think all we know about that. And concerning to the chicken breed, Indonesia have 32 chicken breed. It's predicted number. However, there are more than 32 in the field that have to be explored in the future. So every chicken breed has certain characteristic that differ from other breeds, and this group will be I mean that geographically all separation from similar group in I mean that, for example, in Indonesia we have PELUNG chicken as the crowing chicken, and in Japan also there are some crowing chicken that completely different with the PELUNG chicken in Indonesia. So in Indonesia, the chicken breed you can be utilized as food and also entertainment and religious purposes, and also for pets. And in this morning, I would like to more emphasize on PELUNG chicken as entertainment and pets purposes. So if we see the definition of breed by FAO 2015, there is a very different definition about the locally adapted breeds and the exotic one. So please think that that PELUNG chicken is the locally adapted breed only in Indonesia. Therefore, the origin, because of their origin in Indonesia. And by cultural, social, and genetic aspect, PELUNG chicken is resulted by selection more than 100 years ago. Therefore, Indonesia must be very proud to have the PELUNG chicken. So, no, PELUNG chicken originally come from Cianjur district, West Java, Indonesia, and I will show you where is the Cianjur district for participants who come from abroad, maybe do not familiar with Indonesia. And PELUNG chicken is also categorized as one of Indonesian heritage chicken breed. What are the heritage chicken breeds? The heritage chicken breeds must have high genetic diversity and also adapted to a specific local environment, and then have unique type of farming and purposes, and then have or resulted by careful selection by farmer over hundreds of animal generation. Of course, traditional wisdom will enrich the history related to the local culture and also belief to set up the PELUNG chicken. And the last one, it is produced in the land race condition that completely different with the commercial one, with the intensive system. And especially for the PELUNG chicken generally used as the crowing chicken with a type of the long and deep crowing. And if you want to know more about the PELUNG chicken and also Indonesian crowing chicken origins, you can search in internet, and we already published our publication about the origin of the Indonesian crowing chicken. And however, if you are not able to download this paper, you can contact me and I will send a copy of our publication. So in our publication, we assess the origin of Indonesian crowing chicken. Here, so this is a PELUNG chicken, come from the West Java, Cianjur district, and there are also other crowing chicken in Indonesia, namely Kukua Balenge chicken from Sumatra, and then the Ketawa chicken from Sulawesi, and also Bekisar chicken from Madura Island and also East Java. The Bekisar chicken is resulted from cross between male green jungle fowl and the female kampung chicken, one of domestic chicken in Indonesia. So from this paper, we predict that PELUNG chicken, the originally come from Javan jungle fowl, Gallus bankiva, come from Java Island, and also red jungle fowl, Gallus pasideus, from Sumatra Island, and also green jungle fowl, Gallus varius from Java and Madura Island, and East Indonesian island. So, in my introduction, I mentioned also Japanese heritage chicken. Here I give you some picture of the Japanese heritage chicken, and why I show you this picture, because Koyoshi chicken originally come from Japan, has very similar characteristic with the PELUNG chicken, with the very long and deep type of the crowing. You can search in internet about that. You can search in livestock zoo or other sources. So coming to the second section, characteristic of PELUNG chicken. For the competition purposes and also pets, only the male chicken used for the competition. Therefore, the female chicken only used in the breeding to produce the good quality of the male PELUNG chicken and other offspring. So there are four type of the competition in PELUNG chicken meal. First, champion, and the second one, the song characteristic. The third one is performance, and the fourth is the body weights. For the champion is based on the song and performance characteristic. So this price could be very expensive because combination between the PELUNG performance and the good quality of the song of the PELUNG chicken. In US dollar, it could be 7,500 dollar America. So it is very, very expensive. In Indonesia, could be 100 billion Indonesian rupiah. So, and the PELUNG chicken competition is established first in 1980. Based on the qualitative trait and quantitative traits, here I show you that the PELUNG chicken has the single comb, red color comb, and then the red white wattle, and then there are also brown, yellow, black, and red iris eyes, and also diverse plumage color. There is no certain pattern of the plumage color. You can see here yellow, and then Colombian red Colombian, and also white, and also other color. So very diverse because of um, recently the selection and breeding of chicken are still developing. Therefore, for the future research and the future development for the breeding selection is still a need for getting the best quality or the good quality of the below chicken. The other qualitative trait of the pelung chicken is the tank color. You can see here the color of the shank could be black, and then green, gray, yellow, and often also we can find the white color of the shank. And how about the quantitative trait? The quantitative trait for the male body weight is about 3.7 until 6.85 kg per bird, and then for female it's about 3 kg until 5 kg per bird. However, we can also find until up to 8 or more than 8 kg. For example, 10 kg per bird. And for competition, you can find until 5 and 6 kg per bird. And usually the highest body weight will be selected or categorized as the good quality of the body weights of pelung chicken in competition. How about judgment of the pelung chicken competition? The contest area like this. This is the individual cage of the pelung chicken. Then the judge will be walk around and give judgment to the pelung chicken based on the performances and also based on the weight of the pelung chicken and also acoustic characteristic. However, recently in Indonesia, the song characteristic of pelung chicken is only based on the individual I mean that by ear of the judge. Therefore, it's very subjective, I think. Therefore, for the future, the application of the bioacoustic technology would be very important to be applied in the pelung competition. Therefore, will be more objective for judgment process. So I'm doubt that this video will be work on, because yesterday I have problem with that. Therefore, Ibu Sari, could you please help me if I have some problem in sound of my video? So for the song characteristic of the male chicken must be contained first wavefront, and then second wavefront, and then third wavefront. This is the song of pelung chicken that could be have I mean that could be as the standard of the pelung chicken competition. And then what else? This other standard about the rhythm. if we hear the song from, for example, who is the for example, Christina Aguilera, for example. So you can say that, oh, very good rhythm, very good harmony. This is very nice song, for example, like that. So the male pelung chicken has three components of song, rhythm, and harmony to be as the champion of in the competition. Could you hear the voice?
Not clear.
Hello?
Not
Could
clear.
you not clear? However, do you hear? No sound or not clear?
Not sound,
No.
not clear, ma'am.
How about this one? You can hear? Can you hear this?
No, Miss.
No?
No
Okay.
sound.
Could you please, Dr. Sari, to... I have to stop my...
Yes, okay. I will play the video.
I think enough. Thank you very much, Dr. Sari, for helping me. So, dear participant, how about your impression after hear the song of the PELUNG chicken that we already heard? So there are many variation, and as we listen for the first grade and then the third grade, it must be the same or similar because of because of no equipment or no tool used to detect the acoustic characteristic of the song. Therefore, in the near future, it is very important to use technology of bioacoustic. And from the video, we can also learn that the PELUNG chicken consists of three types. First waveform, and then the second waveform, and then the third waveform. Can I share? Can you see my my slide?
Not yet, ma'am.
Oh, not yet. Okay. How to? No. How to come back?
You have to end. You have to end the presentation and then start again.
Okay. Okay. Okay, like this. This is the acoustic feature of the PELUNG chicken song. You can see here that the PELUNG chicken must have the first wave from, and then the second one, and then the last one. And before the last one, before the last wave from, there is special characteristic that called B2. So the frequency will be high little bit and then reduce, and then followed by reducing amplitude and also frequency and also the power. For the individual assignment, give us some example that you have choose which one of the song of the PELUNG chicken that have first waveform, second waveform, and third waveform. The last section of my presentation is production system of PELUNG chicken. It is very important to to manage the housing for the PELUNG chicken. There are five housing for PELUNG chicken, especially for the breeding and also competition purposes. However, most of PELUNG chicken in Indonesia use semi-intensive system. Combination between intensive one and also the traditional one. However, please don't imagine that the intensive system applied in the PELUNG chicken farming is similar with the same with the commercial broiler on layer. It is a bit different because of traditional wisdom and also traditional culture still enrich the pelung chicken farming in Indonesia. So here example for the grower period housing, and also this is could be individual or double birds in this cage, and also for breeding purposes and also for the exercise purposes, we can use a farm like this. And for individual purposes, for contests, for training of the chicken, we can use the individual cage like this. And how about the feeding, feed and feeding? Most of breeder and also farmer and also hobbyists in Indonesia use traditional with concentrate feeding for the pelung chicken feed. Of commercial feed with combination of the raw brown rice, grain paddy rice, soybean, corn, rice bran, herbs, and vegetable, and also mixed with the mineral and vitamin. And recently, there are still limited data for the scientific purposes related to the feed and feeding system in pelung chicken. Therefore, for the future, it's very important to develop the research concerning to the pelung chicken feed for the competition and also for breeding purposes. And I show you here how the breeder and also the farmer in the field made a formulation for the feed of the pelung chicken. Usually they dilute the commercial feed with the rice or with the raw rice or paddy, and then blend also with the vegetable, for example, papaya leaf and also other, and also herb, and then cook together, become blended material like this, and will give to the chicken in the warm condition. And I think cooking already recognized by the Indonesian chicken farmer and breeder since a long time ago. They learn how the nutrient will be easier digested by the chicken. And maybe Dr. Rita will explain more about this. So this is one example of the research result concerning the feed formula for the pelung chicken. Combination of the some feed. So coming to the health problem, mainly is the pododermatitis like this, and also cannot move because of the problem in the leg of the chicken. Why it happened in the field? Because during all the day the chicken stay in the cage, and you can see that the pelung chicken with the high body weight, it is very difficult for the bone and also skeleton to stand up every day. Therefore, this is the problem can be you can see often in the field, and by by give exercise and then free range space, this problem can be can be solved. Therefore, maybe it is also need to this study in the future. Coming to the last section, recently, besides the use as the growing chicken, long chicken are often to be used as the meat production chicken, crossed with the other local chicken, or crossed with the commercial one, either broiler and also layer. And because of it is changing demand of the consumer, and also changing demand for scientific purposes, for example, and therefore by time the population of the pelung chicken decreased, and recently I think only 5 million birds of the pelung chicken in Indonesia. And the other constraint is the low productivity. Only 20 until 40 until 60 eggs per year per birds, per female. Therefore, it is very very low, very low. I mean that for period, I mean 20 until 40 eggs per period for female. Therefore, it is very low productivity. And combination of the changing demand, low number of population, the productivity, and crossbreeding could be danger for the pelung chicken. Not only pelung chicken, but also other Indonesian chicken and all other heritage breed. Therefore, could be extinct in the future. And government regulation, political situation, natural disaster like now, pandemic of COVID-19, and also other natural disaster could be decrease the population of the pelung chicken. So not only pelung chicken, but also heritage poultry in the world must be conserved for the future utilization. So the last, I would like to give assignment for all participants here. Please think about what will you do to save the heritage poultry breed in your country, in your region. What will you do? So let's we save the local people, the local poultry together. I think collaboration we have to need to conserve our poultry breed. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. I would like to say thank you to Dr. Maria to enrich our knowledge about the production system of pelung chicken, which is one of heritage chicken breed in Indonesia. And for the participants, if you any question, please write down first on the chat, then I will invite you to ask question directly, but after the second lecturer. So, well, let's continue to the second lecturer. She is Dr. Rita Mutia. She is a lecturer in Department of Animal Nutrition and Feed Technology, IPB University. She have a bachelor degree from IPB University, master and doctoral degree from Okayama University, Japan. I would like to invite Dr. Rita. Please welcome time is yours.
Thank you, Ms. Rika. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I hope you are healthy and happy. Well, my name is Rita Mutia. I belong to Poultry Nutrition Division of Department of Animal Nutrition and Feed Technology, ITB University. This morning, I want to share about feeding management of the lovebird. Okay, next. Okay. Yes. Let me see in the picture. This bird so beautiful, charming, and colorful. So the question is why we call this bird as lovebird. So the answer is lovebirds belong to genus Agapornis. This word contains two words. In Greek, agape, it means to love, and ornis means bird in the Latin language. So why we call this bird is the lovebird, or a bird to be loved, because so cute, so colorful, and so charming. Okay, next slide, please. Yeah, actually, this lovebird origin or a native from Africa. Yeah, lovebird has 9 species, but only 3 species are very common to be pet animal. The 3 species, first is the Fisher lovebird. This lovebird characteristic, please look at in these eyes. Yeah, this Fisher lovebird has white color around the eyes, and this is a specific characteristic of the Fisher lovebird. And the other species is the musk lovebird. It means the color of the face is black or dark gray. Yeah, and this is musk lovebird species. And the subspecies, we call it peach-faced lovebird. This means the color of the face is peach or rose color. Yeah. So, but today the breeder make crossbreed among these species. So today we can see many colorful lovebirds. This is because crossbreed from these species. So this is the species commonly to keep as pet animal. The 6 other species is very rare and difficult to make domesticated or to make a breeding. Okay, next slide, please. So, because this lovebird come from Africa, the habitat from the dry savanna region, this bird is quite small. Yeah, people say this is a mini parrot. Yeah, body size only 13 to 17 centimeters, and lifespan to this lovebird around 10 to 12 years. Although there is a report that lovebird can live until 20 years or 25 years. Okay, the next slide, please. So let's discuss about the feed of the lovebird. Yeah. In the wild, the lovebird will eat many kind of seeds, berries, fruits, grains, grasses, leaf buds, corn, and etc. Yeah. So next slide, please. But for next slide, please. Yeah. But for feeding lovebird as pet animal, usually we give the lovebird some kind of seed, and also we give the lovebird some supplement, and sometimes we need also give formulated feed. Formulated feed, it means this is the balanced diet made from some ingredients. We make it pellet, but not easy to give pellet to the lovebird because lovebird like to eat grain or seed. So need to train to the bird for eat pellet food. Okay. So we discussed about what kind of seed for the lovebird diet. So the most common seed for the lovebird seed is the white millet. This seed we can use a lot of quantity in the diet composition. Yeah, the white millet contain protein around 9.6%, and crude fat 3.7%, and gross energy is quite high, 3,800 calories per gram. This is white millet. We don't have white millet in Indonesia, and these seeds are imported from other countries, or the country that have winter season or temperate country, because to grow up this seed, they need the winter, and when the spring, this seed will grow up. So they are not good if we grow in Indonesia. So this seed still imported from other countries. So the next seed is slide, please. Next slide, please. So besides white millet, we also use red millet. Yeah, red millet. So the color, of course, red. Yeah, but nutrient content also almost the same in the white millet. But in the diet composition, the quantity, we only use the small quantity of the red millet. The majority we use of the white millet. Yeah, because the bird like to white millet than red millet. Okay. Okay, next slide, please. The other seed for a lovebird feed, a lovebird diet, is the canary seed. So why we call it canary seed? Because this seed is very favorite feed for canary bird, but lovebird also like this seed. So nutrient content of the canary seed about 18% of protein, 6.9 crude fat, and gross energy about 4,455 calories per gram. So this is a quite high energy content in this canary seed. Okay, next slide, please. The other seed with common mix in the lovebird diet is a nigger seed. The color is black, yeah. And look at the crude fat. Crude fat knicker seed contain high fat, yeah, 33.3% of fat content. So why the gross energy of this seed also high? It's about almost 600 calories per gram. So this seed we only use a small quantity in the mixed diet for the lovebird. Next slide, please. So this is safflower seed, yeah, safflower seed. Compared to the other seed I mentioned before, this safflower seed contain the highest crude fat and crude protein. So why the gross energy of the safflower seed are almost 7,000 calories per gram. So that's why we only use small quantity in the diet composition of the lovebird. Next slide, please. So this is commercial feed. Yeah. If you see, there are 3 types of commercial feed. I mean, they are different company or different producer to produce mixed diet. Yeah, contain or of course content of mixed feed or grain. Yeah, if you see in the picture, yeah, so the majority of the diet, local diet is the white millet, yeah, white millet, and yeah, there is white millet, red millet, and canary seed, and also some company or some producer enrich this mixed diet with dry fruit, yeah, dry fruits. Look at this picture. Yeah, there are banana, coconut, and other fruit. Yeah, mixed in the diet. Yeah, and also enriched with vitamin and herb. So the purpose mixed with herb to enhance the immune system of the bird. So these two product is imported product. So the price quite expensive in Indonesia, and this one is a local product, so the price cheaper. Although yes, okay. So I mean, although this is a local product, but the seed almost all imported from other country. The the producent only mix the seed and enrich with vitamin and herb. Okay, next slide, please. So if we give only mixed seeds, they are not enough for vitamin and mineral requirement for the bird. So we have to give supplement. Yeah, supplement. So we usually give the lovebird some fresh vegetable such as corn, kangkung. I don't know in English kangkung, parsley, lettuce, radish, and spinach. In Indonesia, some breeder or hobbyists always give corn or kangkung or lettuce to the lovebird. But maybe in the other country, give the other vegetable. Next slide, please. Yeah, besides vegetable, we can also give to the bird some fruit, for example, grapes, apple, orange, kiwi, or pear. But in Indonesia, sometimes we give only apple. Yeah, because the cheaper one. Okay, next slide, please. Yeah, sometimes we also need to give to the lovebird vitamin mix, yeah, mineral mix or food additive. Also, the purpose we give this nutrient to make the bird healthy, yeah, and to fulfill the requirement. Maybe from the seed it's not enough, so we have to give uh, vitamin mix and mineral mix. Some feed additive also need, for example, we can also give carotenoid. Carotenoid, this is the pigment to make the feeder bright and shiny. So because the lovebird is so colorful, so the color needs pigment. And the bird cannot synthesize the pigment, and we have to provide or we have to give from the pigment to the diet of the lovebird. Besides that, we also give some other feed additive. For example, we can give probiotic, prebiotic, or herbs to make the bird healthy and to enhance the immunity. Okay, next slide, please. So the the most important thing, please always give the bird a fresh feed and drinking water every day and ad libitum system. This means feed and drinking water always available all the time. So when the bird hungry or thirsty, they can eat or they can drink whenever they need. So also be careful. We have to keep clean water and feeder disease. Okay, next slide, please. So if we talk about how much the bird will consume the feed, yeah. So in the mature bird, yeah, approximately the bird will consume 30 to 40 grams per day per bird. Yeah. So they in this picture, yeah, we have two types of feeder disease and water drinking water bottle. So the best choice, yeah, in this type, we call it tower feeder. So in if we use the tower feeder, we can only give or edit the feed only once or twice a week, and also the drinking water bottle like this. If we use the small one, yeah, we have to check every day or every 2 days. So it's very recommended if you want to keep the lovebird at home, please choose feeder like this and the bottle for the drinking water. So the handle is very easy for everyday handling. Okay. Next slide, please. So what the nutrient need for the lovebird? In general, every bird needs macronutrients such as water, protein, carbohydrate, and fat, and also need micronutrients such as vitamin and mineral. But how much this nutrient need for the bird, it depends on some conditions. So next slide, please. Yeah. So if we talk about nutrient requirement of lovebird, it's depend of age, sex, and physiological condition. For example, young or baby lovebird have different requirement from mature lovebird, and also female and male have different requirement of the nutrient, and also physical condition. This is also has or need different nutrient or specific nutrient. Okay, yeah. So when the lovebird need higher protein, yeah. So the young lovebird or a baby lovebird need higher protein for because in this period the baby will grow up fast, yeah. So they need higher protein compared to the mature lovebird. So besides that, when the lovebird into the laying period, yeah. So in this period also the lovebird need high protein to produce egg. So in this condition, we have to make the diet higher protein compared to other condition or the other egg. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, this in laying period, yeah. Besides, we need high protein. Also, we need high calcium. So calcium need for making egg cell. So why? So be careful if we give to the bird in product in the laying period, we have to give high calcium in the diet. Yeah. We have to supplement with high calcium diet. So the other condition, yeah, that need special nutrient is when the bird is molting period. Molting, this is condition when the bird will the feeder will fall. So to promote or for recovery the feeder, the bird needs special protein or special amino acid, especially methionine. So in this period, in molting condition, the bird needs high methionine to promote feeder growth or recovery for the feeder. Okay. So when the bird stress, in this condition, also the bird needs special nutrient. Yeah, we usually give mineral or vitamin mix. Yeah, so vitamin mix, especially that has antioxidant function. So in this condition, the bird needs vitamin mix higher than the other condition. And also for the raining season, like recently in Bogor, yeah, we have a lot of rain. So in the raining season, the birds need higher vitamin D, yeah, because yeah, to get vitamin D, yeah, we usually give bird to in outdoor for give for take sunshine, yeah, for vitamin D. But for rainy season, we replace with vitamin D. This is important for the bird. Okay, next slide, please. So, this will become the conclusion. Yeah. So, give the lovebirds a balanced diet that contain all the nutrients the bird needs. Yeah. So, that's all. Thank you very much for your attention, and we can meet in the discussion. Thank you, Ms. Rika.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Rita. And, I would like to say many things because the information have made us enhance our knowledge about the feeding management system of lovebird, and it is very beautiful bird. Yeah. Okay. Well, we come to Q&A section. There is no question from the chat, so I will invite you to give a question. There is any question? Is there any question? Please, you can raise hand if you have any question to Dr. Rita or Dr. Maria. Okay, I will invite Chatur. Chatur, could you ask directly to Dr. Maria? Chatur? There is Chatur? Okay. Okay, I will try to read the question. Yeah, Chatur? Oh,
Sadarman.
Okay. The first, I will try to read the question.
Sadarman.
Okay, Pak Sadarman, after this, ya.
Oh, after this, okay.
Okay, for Dr. Maria, this is question from Chatur. What your opinion about the someone in her village feed meat chicken for PELUNG chicken, but I forgot what is it for, and whether I can provide certain benefit or not. Okay, I will please Dr. Maria to answer the question.
Thank you very much for the question. About the minced chicken for PELUNG chicken. I'm sorry, I cannot get what the meaning of the minced chicken.
Chatur, can you explain about the minced chicken that you mean? Minced chicken? Minced chicken? Maybe daging ayam cincang.
Oh, okay.
Okay, please Dr. Maria answer the question.
Yes, maybe it is in my opinion, the meat for the chicken, maybe for support nutrient, because nutrient for the PELUNG, of course. I mean that as a source of the protein and also other nutrients. And because of the PELUNG chicken is the pet chicken that really that completely different with the meat production chicken. Therefore, usually the owner of the chicken very love the chicken, of course. I mean that all the treatment, all the handling must be do carefully by the farmer, because you can imagine that the chicken, the price of the chicken would be a million rupiah. So for example, 1 million rupiah. So if die, for example, maybe to to fulfill the requirement of the protein, and then it also, we often see in the field that our food also are given to the pelung chicken. Yeah. And then, however, we have to consider also if the meat contain, for example, antibiotic, it could be not getting a benefit a lot, I think, because of Burita maybe can explain more detail about that. As I know that the people, the farmer, the breeder in the field treat the pelung chicken like a human, usually. Therefore, use food for human also.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Maria, for the answer. I think I want to ask to Dr. Rita, maybe you have any opinion because this is especially about the nutrition and feed. Please, Dr. Rita, give
Yeah, okay. Yeah, actually, pelung chicken different from meat type chicken like broiler. So, yeah, the farmer or the breeder will be very carefully to give the feeding, but in fact, the nutrient requirement of the pelung chicken almost the same with other chicken. For example, for mature chicken, protein requirement maybe only need 16 or 18% of protein, with energy around 2,900 kilocalorie per kilogram. So that requirement is enough because the pelung chicken not to purpose to produce the meat, yeah, but the focus on the voice, yeah. But sometimes the breeder give some very luxurious feed, yeah. Yeah, sometimes give the honey or give the egg, yeah. Uh, uh, but for give for the meat, yeah, I seldom see in the field for pelung for pelung feeding, for pelung feed. I think like this, Miss
yeah.
Ika.
Thank you, Dr. Rita, about the answer. Is it clear for Chatur? Okay, I think I would like to invite to Pak Sadarman to
Okay.
the question.
Okay. Thank you so much. Uh, my question to Dr. Mutia and others, Dr. Rita. We know there are many feed stuff for the chicken, uh, like rice bran, concentrate, and others. My question to Dr. Mutia: how we can formulate um, the feeding for the pelung um, in the different phases in its life, and then how we can calculate how many rupees per kilogram. That's our feeding formulation. And then for the Dr. Mutia, how can we manage the lobster healthy? Because I think there are many diseases can impact to the lobster. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Pak Sadarman, to the question. Question for Dr. Maria and Dr. Rita. I will invite to Dr. Maria first to answer the question. Can you get the question, ma'am?
Could you please repeat it?
Yeah, Pak Sadarman give a question about how to formulate feeding to PELUNG on different stage physiologies, and the second, how to calculate the rupiah per kilogram for the ration, I think. Is it right, Pak Sadarman?
Yes, right.
Okay. Okay, please answer the question.
Thank you, Pak Sadarman. Concerning to the feed formulation for the PELUNG, it is related to the feed stuff that would like to be used for formulation of the feed. And as mentioned also by Dr. Rita, that actually PELUNG is the feed for PELUNG is similar with the other local chicken in Indonesia. Therefore, we can also refer to the nutrient requirement of the other chicken. However, that must be considered also about the body weights, because of it is my opinion. However, I do not Dr. Mutia maybe can help me to in detail about that. So relating to the body weight, because of the PELUNG chicken has the higher body weight compared to the local chicken. It could be 10 until 13 kg per bird. It could be. Therefore, and also calcium content must be considered. As I mentioned in my slide, that in the field there are we can often see that the leg problem and also sudden death syndrome also found in the field. And how to formulate feed for the PELUNG, there are some, as I know, I'm sorry, Pak Sudarman. Actually, I'm not expert in the feed and feeding. My expert is especially for the management system and
Okay, thank you.
also for the bioacoustic. Therefore, I'm afraid that if I answer you, I will be give the wrong answer. Therefore, maybe Dr. Rita will be in detail explain about that, and
Okay, thank
also
you.
about the price of the feed. Maybe Dr. Rita will help us to in detail explanation. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Maria, for the answer. Okay, I will invite to Dr. Rita to give the answer from Pak Sadarman. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will explain as far as I know. Pelung chicken also has period related to age. For example, we call it starter period, starter growing, and mature period. So in the starting period, yeah. Uh, in general, the chicken also need high protein for grow. Yeah. So this is the important point. Yeah. So each period need different nutrient requirement. Yeah. But the very important period is from starting period. It's a this period. This period 1 to 4 weeks of the age of the chicken. Yeah, we call it starting period. In this period, we have to careful for the feeding and the nutrient content, especially for protein, compared to the other period. I mean, yeah. So for calcium, yeah, we need high calcium, especially in the laying period. Of course, this is for making egg cell, and also for prevent leg problem. So we also calculate how much the calcium in the PELUNG diet, so the leg problem we can avoid this leg problem. Uh, so maybe the price of the PELUNG diet, yeah, they are maybe in the commercial. I don't know in the market. Maybe it's for the other chicken, or for example, in broiler chicken, the price in the starting period, maybe now the price 10,000 rupiah per kg. I think the best one. I mean, yeah. So, but sometimes the pelung breeder, yeah, they make it by themselves. They mix a commercial diet and the other supplement diet, mix together and boil the feeding and give to the chicken. So the boil or make heating treatment to the feeding. This is increase to nutrient digestibility. So because, for example, protein will easy to digest if already give the heat treatment. I think like this, Burika.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Mutrita, for the answer. But there are questions from the pasaran about the lovebird. How manage lovebird healthy? Help about the
Oh, how to manage lovebird? To
health.
how to manage the lovebird? Yes. Yeah. Of course, we have to give feed, uh, feed and water, uh, especially for feeding. We have to fulfill all the nutrient requirement. And besides that, we have to also keep clean cage of the bird, and also clean water and feeder disease. And also we have to give the bird sunshine uh, for for take for vitamin D, yeah. And also we also give vitamin and also health, or some additive to enhance the immunity of the bird. I think like that. Okay.
How about Pasadarman? Is it clear?
Okay, clear. Thank you.
Okay, we continue to the next question from Anita. Anita, do you want to ask directly to Dr. Maria?
Okay, I want to ask to Mrs. Maria. I want to ask about pelung chicken. The first question is what will happen if the pelung chicken are good son?
Anita, Anita, your sound
Yeah?
is very low. Your sound
Oh,
is clear before.
good now?
Yeah, let's try.
Okay, I will reply the question for Mrs. Maria. I want to ask about pelung chicken. The first question is what will happen if the pelung chicken already doesn't have optimal or good sound? Will the meat be consumed? Because as Amma mentioned, that pelung chicken can be crossed with ordinary local chicken for meat production. And the last question, what kind of feedstock that can affect for good sound of pelung chicken? Thank you.
Thank you, Anita. Yes, I will invite to Dr. Maria to answer the question about the feedstock for a good sound for pelung chicken.
Thank you very much, Miss Anita. Hopefully that you hear my voice. So, concerning to the song, I forget to give information that there are two kind of song produced by chicken and also birds. First is the um, song for competition. Generally, in the field, birds use for attract the female, the male to attract. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's clear, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. So the second one is the song. Song is to attract female by male. Therefore, the song produced by the male. And the second one is the alarm call. Alarm call is produced by chicken or also birds if something dangerous come, or also to know their kid that oh there are food, cluck 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 cluck, something like that. And also uh, if you come to the chicken and etc. Concerning to the song for the competition, so for the competition only song, not alarm call. So concerning to the song, there are some factor affected to the good quality of the song of the pelung chicken. First, genetic. We must to consider the genetic, and therefore breeder and also farmer always try to find the good. For example, the champion. Why it's become very expensive? Because they have blood for the offspring to produce the good song. And then the second one, by feed. I think there is we don't need to concern on the certain feed stuff. However, in my opinion, that we have to provide the nutrient requirement for the bird or chicken based on the standard requirement of the nutrient. if all nutrient requirement fulfill, therefore the chicken will produce the good song in good health, in good song. For example, if we have in the bad condition, therefore we cannot to produce the good voice, for example, like that. So it is in my opinion like this. Therefore, for example, one breeder say that if you have to produce a good song by which stuff A or B, like this, we have to do research to prove whether this certain which stuff will impact significantly on the song quality. And the second one is the training. Training is very important. Usually, the farmer or the owner of the pelung chicken will train the pelung chicken after during the growing period until the mature period. So after the chicken can able to produce son, therefore the farmer usually can detect which one of the kid of the pelung chicken that will be potentially have the good son or good song. And then for the training, the farmer have to consider also the ability, the brave of the chicken. For example, I give example like that. The competition will be a lot of people around the contest area. Therefore, the chicken must be very brave to produce a good quality of the song. Therefore, to train how to make the chicken very brave and then not quiet and then and can produce the song. It is very important by training, and usually training is done by community. In Indonesia, there are many pelung chicken community, and usually every week or every month they will arrange or they arrange small contest only for training, and it is very useful to train how to have how to be aggressive, how to be brave, and etc. So I think this is my answer. And is there any question that I did not answer?
About the stuff,
Excuse me?
stuff that can expect for the good son.
Oh, good son. As I am mentioned before, that actually all of the fish stuff can be used to make healthy first, and then after that, to make healthy first, must be constant to make healthy, and then there are some uh, feed stuff. For example, banana. It is farmer and also breeder very it is belief, I think, and for example, banana can be used before competition or during competition. Actually, it is to give energy, I think, during the competition. Therefore, the pelung chicken will have the enough energy to be compared with other. And also the rice paddy. rice paddy is predicted, raw rice paddy is predicted can help the pelung chicken to have the clear, how to say in English. I'm sorry, my English is bad. So bread, I forgot in English. Maybe I can answer later if I remember. So it can be used to help the chicken. I think it is related to the energy also. However, for the herbs, can be also used to increase the immunity and also the health of the chicken. I think maybe Dr. Rita can add some detailed explanation about that. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Maria. Maybe Dr. Rita want to give opinion about the last question about the feed stuff for the good sound of the pelung chicken.
Okay, yeah, I want to give opinion. So as far as I know, there are no feedstock. There are no specific feedstock to make a good song for the chicken. So as Bu Maria mentioned before, um, the dominant factor to the good song is the genetic. So the feedstock or the diet to give to the chicken for the chicken can grow well and healthy. So if the chicken receive enough nutrient, so the chicken will produce a good song according to the genetic. So there are no specific nutrient for make a good song. Yeah, even for some banana, I think that there is belief. Yeah, belief. Yeah, because there are no study intensive for for banana for the chicken. Yeah, I think this banana only give energy for the contest of the film chicken. But actually, as far as I know, there are no specific feedstock for make a good song for the chicken. So the key point is genetic and training to make the champion of the pelung chicken. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to Dr. Maria for answer the question from Anita.
Miss Rika,
yeah,
I forgot something related to the quality of the song. May I add information about that?
yeah, please, ma'am.
I mentioned before that the quality of the song also is related to genetic and also feed related to the full and also body weights. Body weights is also related to the song quality. We already have the study that prove about that. And then the maturity, I mean that the age of the pelung chicken is significantly impact on the quality of the song, because it is related to the maturity of the respiratory organ belong to the pelung chicken. Therefore, if you want to have the good quality of song, therefore you have to have the mature pelung chicken for the competition. Don't use the young chicken which are still learn how to produce song, and also don't use the old chicken because like us, the respiratory organ already decrease in the capacity during the old age, and we already prove about that the maturity and also body weight of the pelung chicken, and we also recommended to the Pelung Chicken Association who conduct the Pelung Chicken competition. Please use the maturity eggs for the standard Pelung Chicken competition. So there is a young group, and then the mature one, and then the old one. So we cannot mix many periods of the chicken because based on the acoustic analysis, it is very different and not comparable if we compare young and mature and then the old one, because of their respiratory organ is difference. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Maria, to the adding answer about the quality of the sound of pelung chicken. I will invite the next question from the Ray Amido. Is there Ray Amido?
Yes, ma'am. Do you hear me?
Yeah, you want to ask directly to Dr. Maria?
Okay, ma'am. So my question is, because I have some difficulties on the on how to distinguish the different wavelength songs of pelung chicken. So do you have any tips, ma'am, on how to distinguish the differences to Dr. Maria, please? Thank you.
Okay. I will add the next question. After that, I will invite Dr. Maria to answer 2 questions. The next question from the Raiza. Is there Raiza?
Yes.
Ask directly.
Okay. Hello, I'm Raiza from Cianjur. I want ask to Mrs. Maria. In the past, there were a lot of pelung chicken that could be found in my home yard. But recently, they are only a few. Now I have seen a unique cage. It was a stage cage with high pole. So I'm curious, why is the cage like that? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Raiza. Okay, I will invite to Dr. Maria to answer the question from Ray Amindo and Raiza. Can you get the question, ma'am?
Thank you, Ms. Rika. So, hello, Ray. It's nice. It's nice to meet you in this
Nice to
short
meet you,
course.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Regarding to the waveform or wavelength of the song, we can only use tool if you want. If we want to know precisely about the wavelength feature of the pelung chicken song. In my laboratory, division of the poultry production and technology, we are developing the bioacoustic tools. One of the tool can be used to detect the wavelength of the chicken song. May I share the picture, Miss Rika?
Yeah, you can share the picture, ma'am.
Like this. Okay. This is some equipment for collecting the song data from our chicken. In my laboratory, I use the Sony recorder and also microphone Sennheiser MA66. And why I use this? These are recommended by the ornithology laboratory that this laboratory produce software to detect the wavelength and also acoustic feature of the chicken song. And then we have to laptop, computer, of course, and then the program. In our laboratory, we use Raven Pro. You can download or you can searching, go to the ornithology laboratory, and then you can found this program. Unfortunately, it is not free. So, therefore, you can ask to the provider whether you can get free or not for student, for example, or for research, for example. Then by using this, therefore, and then you record the song of the chicken by this. We already found the optimal distance between our microphone to the mouth of the chicken. Not only for Pelung, but also we already know how many meter should be placed the microphone to the chicken, something like that. And after that, you go to the software Raven Pro, and then you can analyze your data, and you can find easily, very easy, about the wavelength and then the amplitude, the frequency, and others. Therefore, I think it is very, very fair and very objective for competition, because we will have the very good picture about the song feature, acoustic characteristic of the song chicken. I think this is my answer for the Ray. And then the second one, Raisa. Hello, Raisa. She come from Cianjur, the origin of the Pelung chicken. Yes, the population of the Pelung chicken recently is reduced rapidly. One of, as I mentioned in my presentation, many factor impact on the population of Pelung chicken. Therefore, hopefully that you will keep again your Pelung chicken and then propagate them again to increase the population. Regarding to the stage 8, it is developed for the competition, actually, for the competition. So we can see the chicken, and we can judge the chicken easier than the chicken stand up in the land or in the floor or something like that. And also the purpose to use the stage cage is to take care the Pelung chicken, because of the Pelung chicken produce a lot of excreta. As we know that their body weight is very high, and then of course, they will produce the high excreta, a lot of excreta. Therefore, if your kids do not clean, do not be clean every day or every hour in half of day, for example, so it will become bad for the chicken health. I mentioned in my presentation also that the PELUNG chicken often have the food food pododermatitis in her food, in their food, in their leg. And then it is because of a microorganism, because of the cage is dirty and not clean every day. So one of the purpose of stage cage is like that, and also to help the PELUNG chicken for the competition. The dose or the concentration of the testosterone hormone is related to the uh, light availability of the lights. Therefore, most of the breeder or the farmer for PELUNG competition purposes, they will uh, they will place the cage in front of the sunlight, right, Raisa? Uh, uh, this is actually to trigger as a trigger to increase the testosterone hormone, and it is easier if the chicken is placed in the stage cage. Could you get my answer, Miss Raisa? Okay, there are some of the stages. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Maria.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Mario, for the answer from the question from Raisa and Ray. And we will continue to the question from Kelvin because she sent me chat perfectly because the internet, his internet is very low signal, so he want to give us question first. To Kelvin, you want to ask directly, or I will read your question from the chat? Kelvin? Yeah, I think I will read the question from the Kelvin to Dr. Maria. The main question about in the field of feed science, what should government to optimize the productivity of PELUNG chicken in order to achieve more global competitiveness? And the second question from the Carity Castillo. Do you want to ask directly, Charity? Is there Charity? Okay, I will read the question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can ask directly to the second question for Dr. Maria.
Can you
Hello?
okay. So my question is for Dr. Ulfa, country or the government to save the chickens extinction because they are reducing in numbers. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Charity. Okay, I will invite Dr. Maria to give the answer from Kelvin and Charity. Can you get the question, ma'am?
Thank you. For Kelvin, hello Kelvin. Regarding to the population of the Pelung chicken, because of there are some factor that must be considered to increase the population of the Pelung chicken, not only by government but also all of the stakeholder, like we are as student or also scientists. And for our government, actually there are some program set up by government to develop the breeding center of the Pelung chicken in Indonesia. However, still in developing, and hopefully it could be helpful significantly to increase the Pelung chicken population. And the one thing that that we have to consider is must protect the origin location of the Pelung chicken, namely Cianjur or West Java. Someone or some institution or maybe a breeder already cross between Pelung chicken with the other local chicken or Pelung chicken with the commercial ones, and it could be dangerous if we release this hybrid to the origin location. Therefore, we have to protect them, of course, by law, and not only national government but also the regional government have to protect that. Therefore, the genetic and also the population of the Pelung chicken will be increased, and also collaboration with us as student and also with the scientific scientists, I think. And then for Charity, hello Charity. Is it related to the population?
Save the
chicken. To save the chicken, there are some factor that we have to consider. First, about stock. We have to decide which flock or which stock of the chicken that we have to conserve. How many male and how many female. Unfortunately, Indonesia has no data about that. I think not only in Pelung chicken, however, in all local chicken, I think we don't have enough data to about the population of our local chicken. Therefore, this is the basic data. From this basic data, the population, we can decide which one that we have to concern to be the highest priority to for conservation program. If we read the in FEO guidance, also in my last slide, there are extinct category, and also my ISO. Oh no, okay. Etc. This in my slide. And the second one, after decide the population, we have to set up the breeding program based on the flock or the population that we choose. And after that, we have to select which one that have the good in reproductivity, in good performance, and etc. And then also to give awareness to the people, help help to save our local chicken. Please don't cross our local chicken with the commercial one without protected the original location. So I think it is some basic step to save the our heritage chicken. How,
Thank you, Dr. Maria, to the answer question from the Calvin and Charity. I will next to the two last question to Dr. Rita from Desi. Desi, do you want ask directly to Dr. Rita?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, please give your question.
Oh, thank you for this opportunity. I wanna ask Mom Rita. My question is, how do we distinguish about a female and male lovebird? And how about other feeds? Are they have some nutrient for feed or not? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Desi. For the next question from Isrotulaili. Is there Isrotulaili? Can you give a question directly? Okay, I will try to read the question about the if the nutrition immediately given oral to bird is no side effect, maybe an overdose of. In addition, the nutrition in the form of multivitamin to fertility. What if those of the bird can be flyover fertile? Maybe about the dose of the multivitamin, ma'am. Okay, I will invite to Dr. Rita to answer the question from Desi and Isratul.
Okay, thank you, Desi, for the question. Yeah, it is not easy to choose which male or female. Yeah, it needs experience. Yeah. Uh, yeah. For different for other birds. Actually, for lovebird, usually the body weight of female bigger than male, and yeah. Honestly, I also it's difficult to see directly which male or female. So, uh, but in the if we keep the lovebird in the colony, so usually they will choose the pair, yeah, the pair, and in the reproductive period, they will enter to the reproductive uh, uh, mating mating house. So yeah, we can know this is male or this is female. So honestly, it's difficult. But in the other country, we use DNA analysis to make which one male or female. So, but this is so expensive here. But the better is maybe if you keep in the colony, so the bird will choose male and female to pair together. Honestly, I also difficult to make different to choose which one male or female. The second question for from Desi, I cannot get it. Burika, would you would you repeat about feeding? I think.
Okay, The Isrotul asks about how about giving oral to bird. There is effect or not, or maybe it can overdose. And after that, how about the form of the nutrition in the form of multivitamin
Oh,
to get a fertility maybe? What the
yeah.
dose of the multivitamin?
Okay. Yeah. Actually, for reproduction period, we give some vitamin related to fertility, for example, vitamin E. Yeah, we can mix with the diet, or we can separate. We can mix in drinking water. So the bird will consume this vitamin. Also, we can give some special vegetable like that has high vitamin E, for example, toge. What is toge in English? So we can give the bird special vegetable to make fertile egg. So so of course we have to give multivitamin in appropriate dose to avoid overdose. Yes. So some producent of multivitamin, they have recommendation how much we have to mix with drinking water, or how much we give to the feeding, to the diet of the feeding. Okay, I think that's all, Miss Rika.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Mutia. I'm so sorry because I lost the last question from Sofiro. I think I will read the question about how to manage the rearing system of lovebird and how about the nutrient requirement can be sufficient and be balanced. Okay.
Okay. Uh, yeah. Actually, the lovebird is colony bird. Yeah, they can live in the colony or in the big flock. It's better, but some breeder for the breeding purpose, uh, they rear the bird each pair in the one cage. Yes, because the handle is easier compared to the colony. But colony system is more easier, for easier. So it means we can give food and water in either, and and then the bird will choose the pair by themselves. Yeah, it is easier to handle if we keep the lovebird in colony. So how about the feeding? The feeding, the point is we have to provide enough feed. Uh, so in the ad libitum system, it means the feeding will appropriate or will available all the time. So it's so uh, the bird will enough nutrition for the system. I think they are breeder. They have two systems in colony or in the single cage. So which one is better? It depend on the purposes. So if we want to we want to get uh, breeding a good quality of offspring, yeah, a single cage each pair For kids, it's better than colony system. But for handle, it's better than colony system. I think that's all.
Okay. Dr. Rita Mutia to answer the last question. Okay, finally we are come to the end of this discussion session. It is an interesting topic about the feeding management of poultry and production system, especially for pelung chicken is one of heritage bird in Indonesia, and lovebird is very beautiful bird. Yeah. Well, I would like to say many thanks to our lecturer, Dr. Maria and Dr. Rita, to sharing many information and new knowledge about the pelung chicken and lovebird. And I would like to say thank you to all participants for active participation and a good question. Okay, I will give back to the MC Fegi to closing this program. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you for moderator and all prominent speakers for today. And I would like to thank you for all participants, students, and invited guests from another country and institution. Thank you for coming this event. And unfortunately, we cannot do our games for today because we have our limited time. But for the replacement, our committee has already done to provide the text. So don't forget for all participants to check your Google Classroom because our text activity today as a segment for all participants who's joined this Zoom room. So tomorrow we'll break together and we come back on Monday with another interesting subtopic, and we are discuss about feeding technology and industry with other leader speakers and moderator. If all participants who miss this course, don't be panic because our committee have already done to provide the record in YouTube channel. So don't forget to check it and subscribe the YouTube channel. And I think that's all. Thank you for your attention. Before that, stay in your attentions to keep staying in Zoom room because we will take a photo session together. Please on your camera and take a base position. Okay, there's 6 slides in here. So we come to the first one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, slide 2. 1, 2, 3. Slide 3. 1, 2, 3. Slide 4. 1, 2, 3. Slide 5. 1, 2, 3. Slide 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you for all participants. I'm taking excuse to myself. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for Miss Maria and Miss Kita.
Yeah, Bu Rita.
See you on Monday.
Because the host
Kasih
can
Ibu
close
Lilis.
this program, please
Rita.
left with yourself.
Sudah boleh izin keluar Ibu?
Silakan, silakan.
Makasih Ibu Rita.
Halo, sama-sama, Bu Maria.
Ya, Mbak Rika, Bu Sari.
Ya.
Bu Widya ya, ada Bu Widya tadi kayak. Makasih Bu.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.